I often run into people who I never knew even had tinnitus until I mention it to them. And then they like, oh yeah, I've had tinnitus for a long time. Two people that I found out about today. One is my friend, going all the way back to elementary school in the seventh grade, named Bill, and we went to high school together as well. And he's had it for 30 years, and he said some days it's like a trumpet in his ear. But I guess he's learned to manage. And I also have an employee named Mike. He's in Ukraine right now, and he has tinnitus, and he says, "Yeah, I've got tinnitus, but I just always like playing music and stuff, so I don't hear it." So he doesn't like. I don't think he ever really cared about it. Like he never went through the whole process of worrying about it and, oh my God, I've got tinnitus. He just has it and he's fine. I don't know what that would be like because I wasn't like that. But anyways, it's kind of nice sometimes as you start talking to people, you'll find that there's a lot of people walking around. They've got tinnitus, they've had it for a long time, and they're doing fine. So that's good. I mostly these days just am thankful. Oh, I have a spike going on right now. It just started getting louder. Yeah. These days, I'm just thankful for. Oh my God, it's a pretty loud one. I don't care though. Anyways, I got interrupted a little bit, but these days, I'm just very thankful for the outpouring of comments that I've gotten where people are saying, you've helped me a lot. And what else? One person saying they were on the border of killing themselves, and then they started listening to my videos and they turned it around. Yay, that's awesome. A lot of people I've heard have turned it around. So why say that? Just because there's hope. If you've got problems, there's so many people. They were like in such a terrible place with their tinnitus, always thinking about it, can't sleep, just can't get it off their mind for even, a minute. And then they got better. So I just keep delivering the message that I know. It seems to be helping some people. And I apologize if I'm repetitive, but the number one thing to know is it's not going to harm you. And I always have to qualify that with go to the doctor and help them tell you that if you need that extra validation. And there's like 1 in 10,000 circumstances where the tinnitus actually is a problem. Usually it's a pulsative tinnitus where you have a boom, boom, boom type tinnitus. Could indicate something more dangerous. Usually the ringing, I'm not aware of anything with ringing that means you have a health problem. But I could be wrong because I'm not a doctor. But yeah, it's not a threat. It's not going to harm you. It's not dangerous. It's just a sound. And you've got to really get that. It's just a sound. It doesn't hurt you. If you really get that, then even when you hear it louder, you're fine. It's just louder. I seems like my spike died back down now. I've got the quiet room now. I don't always make a habit of being in a quiet room because I don't need to be. I just try to be careful not to be in very loud locations, because I heard that can make my tinnitus worse. I know it'll make my tinnitus worse because I went to some like karaoke places where the volume was really turned up loud, and after I left, it was louder, and probably couldn't be too good long term to do that. So I try to avoid that. But you got to really take it to heart. It's not going to hurt you. You're fine. The mental aspect of it is something, but that is at the core of the mental aspect getting better is really understanding that it doesn't hurt you. Nothing's going to happen to you. You hear me speaking. Your ears are operating well enough that you can hear me speaking. So even the very place where tinnitus is affecting your ears and hearing, you're okay there too. Nothing is going to harm you. So as you really take that to heart, your central nervous system, your what do we call it? The unconscious brain, the hormones that get sent through your body that say there's a problem, that some of that stuff gets shut down, and then you're able to handle it a lot better. So it's so important to recognize it's not going to harm you. And then, after that, I know I'm being repetitive. I'm sorry, but after that, you can start to even have a positive association about it. Did you see how I talked about, oh, I've got a spike? Oh, well, I don't care. And it's kind of a nice sound. I even try to go that far. It's just a nice ringing sound. Why does it have to be a bad sound? Why do I have to classify it as something bad that I have? Does it have to be a bad thing? Why not think it's a good thing? Because you'd rather not have it, I know. But I'm just saying, why not think about this tinnitus as a good thing? That, it's just a nice sound that accompanies you everywhere you go. And you can talk about it but talk about it in a good way. And then that has an effect on your subconscious brain and then on your central nervous system and on all the chemistry that's going on inside. And, you're feeling better. And even when you have it, you're like, I don't care. I've got a beautiful sound here. What else do we have to think about? Not this, So these two things, that's my formula. Maybe I'll revise my formula over time. Maybe I've got some more details I could share in different ways, but it's a fairly basic formula, but it does take reinforcement. And so maybe that's why I have to keep making the video to remind you. I'm sure there's other details that I'll talk about, but I try to keep it simple. And then, well, I'll talk about some other stuff on another day. But anyways, it was nice hearing from a couple friends they had tinnitus or have tinnitus, and I think they're okay. All right, have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.